So let's compare Nairobi to Dar es Salaam. Today we'll compare these cities in 6 categories including basic information, geography, populations, economies, qualities of life and other random crap. The county of Nairobi was founded in March 2013 following the implementation of Kenya's new constitution. Nairobi leans toward the opposition, voting 56.8% for opposition leader Raila Odinga in 2022. Dar es Salaam joined Tanzania as its commercial hub on December 9, 1961 and remains the largest city today. The city's administration leans toward the CCM party, which won 63.5% of the vote in 2020. Dar es Salaam's regional commissioner is Albert Shalamela, who technically doesn't belong to any political party. Nairobi's governor is Johnson Sakaja, who is a member of the UDA party. Nairobi's capital city is Nairobi, its abbreviation is NBO, its state bird is the starling, its state fruit is the mango and its state flower is the flame flower. Dar es Salaam's capital is Dar es Salaam, its abbreviation is DAR, its city tree is the flame tree, its city fruit is the coconut and its city flower is the frangipani. Nairobi's flag is known as the Nairobi County flag and was adopted on February 27, 2010 and was inspired by an old flag from when the county was a province. Dar es Salaam's flag is known as the Daubot flag and was adopted in 1961 when Tanzania gained independence from the Brits. Dar es Salaam is located on Tanzania's eastern coast, bordering the Indian Ocean to the east, Pwani region to the north, west, and south. Dar es Salaam has a 100-kilometer coastline along the Indian Ocean. The southern part of the city features the Kizinga and Mzinga creeks, while the western area is characterized by inland plateaus. The northern beaches stretch along the Msasani Peninsula and Oyster Bay area. Nairobi is located in central Kenya and borders Kiambu County to the north and west, Kajiado to the south and Machakos to the east. Nairobi has no coastline. It is surrounded by 113 square kilometers of plains, cliffs and forest that make up the city's Nairobi National Park. It also features the Nairobi River running through it for 390 kilometers. It is adjacent to the eastern edge of the Rift Valley, and to the west of the city are the Ngong Hills. Mount Kenya is situated north of Nairobi, and Mount Kilimanjaro is towards the southeast. The central business district sits on relatively flat terrain with numerous skyscrapers. Dar es Salaam has a land area of 1,590 square kilometers while Nairobi has a land area of 696 square kilometers. This makes Dar es Salaam 2 times larger than Nairobi and makes it the largest city in East Africa while Nairobi is the 3rd largest. It also means that Dar es Salaam's size is comparable to that of Mauritius and Nairobi's is comparable to that of Seychelles.
Oh my God!
Dar es Salaam is home to over 8,161,230 people, with its population growing rapidly at 5.6% annually. Its key districts include Ilala, Kinondoni, Temeke, Kigamboni, and Wabongo. Nairobi, on the other hand, has a population of over 5.3 million people, growing at a steady rate of 3.8% annually. Its prominent regions include Westlands, Karen, Lang'ata, Kilimani, and the bustling Embakasi. Overall, this makes Dar es Salaam Tanzania's largest city by population and one of the fastest growing in Africa, while Nairobi holds the title of Kenya's most populous city and economic hub. Dar es Salaam's population is comparable to that of Sierra Leone, while Nairobi's is similar to that of Central African Republic.
Oh my God!
In Dar es Salaam, 87% of the population are African, 10% are Arabic or Indian, and 3% are something else. Of Nairobi's population, 82% are black and identify as members of Kenya's major ethnic groups like Kikuyu, Luya, and Luo, 15% are white and 3% are Arabic, Indian, or something else. In Nairobi, 61.94% of the population speak English at home, the highest for any African city and is equal to 3.2 million Nairobians.
Oh my God!
In Dar es Salaam, around 90% of the population speaks Swahili at home, which is approximately 6.7 million people.
Oh my God!
In Nairobi, about 85% of the population also speaks Swahili at home, equating to nearly 4 million residents. Dar es Salaam has a GDP of $10.9 billion and contributes to 9.3% of the total Tanzania GDP. Nairobi has a GDP of $78.7 billion and contributes to 67% of the total Kenya GDP. Overall, this gives Nairobi the largest economy in Kenya and Dar es Salaam the largest in Tanzania. This also means that Dar's economy is comparable to that of Malawi and Nairobi's economy is comparable to that of Tanzania as a whole.
Jesus!
Dar es Salaam is home to major companies like Tanzania Breweries Limited, NMB Bank, Vodacom Tanzania, and Azam Group. Nairobi is home to major companies like Kenya Airways, United Nations, Equity Group, Brookside, Safaricom, Bidco Group, Tusker, and M-Pesa. Dar es Salaam's GDP per capita of $2,024 makes it comparable to places like Zimbabwe, Ghana as a whole and Mauritania and gives the nation's highest GDP per capita. Nairobi has a GDP per capita of $6,182 making it comparable to places like South Africa, Libya and Botswana giving it the nation's highest GDP per capita. Nairobi has a poverty rate of 16.5% and about 15,337 homeless people. Dar es Salaam has a poverty rate of 25.8% and about 46,000 homeless people. In Dar es Salaam the average cost of a home sits at $95,000 which is 40% lower than Tanzania's major city average of $158,000. Nairobi's average house cost sits at $215,000 which is 70% higher than Kenya's major city average. This means that the average cost of a home in Nairobi is 2.3 times higher than that in Dar es Salaam. Dar es Salaam is Tanzania's largest port city handling 95% of the country's maritime cargo, processing 17.5 million tons of cargo in 2020 alone. Nairobi by comparison handled 1.4 million tons through its inland container depot which is equal to just 8% of what Dar es Salaam processed, but what Nairobi lacks in port capacity it makes up for in technology sector output. Nairobi produces $2 billion worth of tech services each year and generates $5.7 billion in tech startup value. Overall this makes it the largest tech hub in East Africa by far with second place Kampala producing just $400 million worth of tech services. Dar es Salaam by comparison produces $89 million worth of tech services each year and generates $95 million in startup value making it the fifth largest tech hub in East Africa. This means that it produces just 4.3% of the tech output that Nairobi produces, but Dar es Salaam is home to 2.3 million small traders. Nairobi is home to just 850,000. In Dar es Salaam 86.2% of the population has completed primary school, 35.3% have secondary education or higher and 8.2% have some kind of university degree. In Nairobi 89.7% of the population has completed primary school, 71.3% have secondary education or higher and 45.8% have some kind of university degree. HDI or the Human Development Index measures of places development by taking into account factors like the average income, average life expectancies and quality of education with scores ranging from 0 to 1. Dar es Salaam has an HDI of 0.631 making it the third most developed region in Tanzania. Nairobi has an HDI of 0.721 making it the most developed county in Kenya. Dar es Salaam has a crime rate of 356 crimes per 100,000 people. Nairobi has a higher crime rate of 462 crimes per 100,000 people. Dar es Salaam is home to famous landmarks including the Askari Monument, the National Museum, and the Azania Lutheran Church, which is the oldest church in East Africa, no cap. Nairobi is also home to famous landmarks including the Kenyatta International Conference Center, Uhuru Gardens, the Giraffe Center, and the National Museum. Dar es Salaam's busiest airport is Julius Nyerere International Airport which serves over 2.4 million passengers each year and is the third busiest airport in East Africa. Nairobi's busiest airport is the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport which serves almost 7.1 million passengers each year and is the busiest airport in Kenya. Dar es Salaam's main teams include the Simba Sports Club and Young African Sports Club for football, both competing in Tanzania's Premier League. Nairobi's major sports teams include AFC Leopards, Gor Mahia, Tusker, Sofapaka, and the Nairobi City Stars all for football, Kenya Harlequin FC, Nondescripts, Momba RFC and Strathmore Leos for rugby. Click right here to watch Kenya vs Tanzania battle it out. Let me know who wins overall.